Shalom, family. It's good to see everybody here. Sorry for the delay. Life happens. So, we're going to talk about something that Joe Biden has been doing, and many people were not aware of it until now. And what he's doing is bringing in 30,000 migrants per month. This is in addition to the ones that are crossing illegally. So, boy, they really want these migrants to come in here and give us hell. That's what they want. That's why they're throwing them directly into the Black community. But it's just not turning out like that. It's not turning out like that, y'all. And these migrants are ultimately turning on them. They're going after them. So, you know, I consider that a very divine thing. You had evil intentions to get a whole new group of people that we know nothing about, they don't know us, and get them to turn on us, but they're turning on them. I really believe that really truly is a divine thing right there. It really is. Yeah, they got disdain towards us, and they say all of the same stereotypes that these folks say that they made up against us. And, that rings true. But in the same token, many of them are saying, why should we go after Black people, they don't have nothing. We want to go after the people that got money, and they know who got the money up in here. So let's go ahead and get started. I think what Joe Biden is doing is absolutely rotten. But as long as it's against us, he could care less. And that's their overall attitude. Okay, y'all. If you can see my screen, give me a one. And trust me, he's been doing this for quite some time. And I really believe the media knew this was going on. They're just bringing it out now. If we're hearing about it now, it done gone on for quite some time. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's get into it. So, the Biden administration started this program that allows 30,000 migrants to come in here from 4 different countries. And they tried to strike it down in court, and the court upheld it. So, this will continue. You'll have 30,000 coming in every single month. Court says there's nothing wrong with them doing this. So, all right, so let's get into this. All right, I don't know why this thing did that. All right, that's okay. All right. So the Biden administration can keep operating a program that allows a limited amount of migrants from 4 countries to enter the U.S. on humanitarian grounds, after a federal judge on Friday dismissed a challenge from the Republican led states. U.S. District Court Drew B. Tipton, they said, Texas and 20 other states had not shown they had suffered financial harm because of the humanitarian parole program that allows up to 30,000 asylum seekers into the U.S. each month. And here's the countries they're coming in from: Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. Yeah, we sure got a lot of them from Venezuela. You can best believe that. So they said that was something the state needed to prove to the legal standing to bring the lawsuit. So I guess they made an attempt and they failed. In researching this conclusion, the courts did not address the lawfulness of the program. Eliminating the program would undercut a broader policy that seeks to encourage migrants to use the Biden administration preferred pathway into the US or face stiff consequences. The states led by Texas had argued the program is forcing them to spend millions on healthcare, education, and public safety for migrants. An attorney working for the Texas Attorney General's office in the legal challenge said the program created a shadow immigration system. It did, because they're flying these people in at night into the United States. So they don't want it out in the open. They're doing it when most people are not paying attention. It's nighttime and flights are coming in. More than likely, it's probably like 2 a.m. when they get here. Advocates for the federal government countered the migrants admitted through the policy helped with the U.S. farm labor shortage. Shoot. Okay, so what do you do with the ones that are coming in here and saying they're not going to work? They're just going to collect the money. Okay. The White House welcomed the ruling, the district court decision based on the success of the program, which has expanded lawful pathways for nationals from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela who have a sponsor in this country or pass our rigorous vetting process. Oh my goodness, y'all don't have no vetting process. Man, get out of here. While dramatically decreasing the number of nationals from those countries crossing the southwest border. The White House spokesperson, Angelo Hernandez, that's their name, Angelo Hernandez. Okay. So the Texas Attorney General's office did not immediately reply to messages seeking comment. An appeal by Texas and other states seems likely. Since the program was launched in the fall of 2022, more than 357,000 people from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela have been granted parole and allowed to enter the country through January. Haitians have been they've been the biggest group. They're saying the Haitians have actually been the biggest group to use the program. And there have been 138,000 people from Haiti arriving, followed by Venezuela. They had 86,000 people from that country, 74,000 Cubans, and 58,000 people from Nicaragua. Well, I can imagine Haiti, being that it's gotten far worse there. And I did see the stories. The president is resigning. So it is really a mess. The gangs in Haiti got full control of the country now. Okay. So the migrants must apply online, arrive at an airport, and have a financial sponsor in the US. If approved, they can stay for 2 years and get a work permit. Joe Biden has made unprecedented use of parole authority, which has been in effect since 1952 and allows presidents to let people in for urgent humanitarian reasons or significant public benefit. Esther Sung, an attorney for Justice Action Center, which represents 7 people who were sponsoring migrants as part of the program, said she was looking forward to calling her clients to let them know of the court's decision, which means it's going to be a lot more coming. Wow. It's a popular program. People want to welcome other people to this country, she said. Wow. So, they're just talking about, the migrants saying they're looking forward to starting their new life in America, all that kind of stuff. So, during the August trial in Victoria, Texas, Tipton declined to issue a temporary order that would halt the parole program nationwide. So that attorney, Tipton, is an appointee of Donald Trump, who ruled against the Biden administration in 2022 on an order that determined who to prioritize for deportation. Some states said that the initiative has been a benefit to them. One Nicaraguan migrant admitted into the country through the process filled a position at a farm in Washington state that was struggling to find work. So this attorney, Tipton, questioned how Texas could be claiming financial losses if data show that the parole program actually reduced the number of migrants coming into the US. The courts has and before a case in which plaintiffs claim they have been injured by the program and that has actually lowered their out-of-pocket costs. So when the policy took effect, the Biden administration had been preparing to end the pandemic policy, and the border, known Title 42, that barred migrants from seeking asylum at ports of entry and immediately expelled many who entered illegally. Proponents of the policy also faced scrutiny from Tipton, who questioned whether living in poverty was enough for migrants to qualify. Well, they must have qualified because they're still coming every single month by plane. Federal government attorneys and immigrant rights group said that in many cases, Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans are also fleeing oppressive regimes, escalating violence and worsening political conditions that have endangered their lives. The lawsuit did not challenge the use of humanitarian parole for tens of thousands of Ukrainians who came after the Russian invasion. It was among several legal challenges the Biden administration has faced over the immigration policies. Oh, no. See, as soon as the Ukrainians got here, they made sure they got them homes rent free. Remember, they got rent free apartments and homes. They gave them money and they gave them Social Security and they got legal status. See, that's what they do for anything that comes out of Europe and it looks just like them. But anyone else, it's all different. It's all different. So the lawsuit, they said, they're expecting an appeal over this. So the program supporters said that, there should be a final approval step after arriving in the US, but they have been rejected, though they did not provide the number of rejections that have occurred. So Friday's decision is a clear win for the Biden administration. And so now y'all know, on top of what's coming across the border, is coming by plane every single month, a total of 30,000 from 4 different countries. Wow. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, they're showing you it can get worse. But you know what, y'all? This is really an act of desperation for people that cannot reproduce anymore. So, and you can't really pluck but so many from Europe because they're not reproducing over there either. So, these people from the south of the border are the next best thing in their eyes. So that's why they're just practically running to those countries and snatching them out because they think they can compensate for what they're lacking in. And they're going to soon learn there is no migrants that are going to replace them at all. You see what's happening. You already got the criminal class and the inmates that were in prison over there. They're now here. That's why you see the crime going through the roof. So, and how many on these planes that are coming in here are also part of a criminal element. You can't tell me none of them are. I bet you, I bet you every dime in my wallet, there's criminals on these planes among these 30,000 that they're bringing in here. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? All the stuff that's going on here. It just seems like, it's almost like America is purposely trying to break the system. And part of me think they are because they know there's no hope for them. They want to rule so bad. When we get the kingdom and get back on top, they want to rule badly, but there is no more rulership for them. This is really over for them. But that's what they really want more than anything. They want to stay in power. despite the fact that they've done a horrible job in leading. They have been horrible leaders, but they seem to think they're good leaders. They have never been good leaders. They have always been horrible leaders. That's why the world, through and through is violent. You couldn't find a spot on this earth that's not violent to save your mama's life at this point. And that's all they have literally given us. They have given us a violent world to live in. Yeah. Yeah, they no. Yeah, because we all remember back in 2021 when them Haitians were in Texas and what happened, those, at the border, and those men on horseback with the horses' reins, using it on them. And yeah, they got them out of here. They deported them folks. They deported them folks. But now, the Haitians announced, because I did the video on it probably about 2, 3 weeks ago, that they were suing the US government for discrimination. They were taking in certain people from different nations, but they were rejecting the Black immigrants coming in. So, you know, technically, they don't care about nobody from Haiti. And if they didn't have to take them in, they wouldn't. But I can imagine it's going to be even more coming in from Haiti, just looking at the situation of what's going on there. It just seems unbearable just looking at it, but my heart goes out to them. That's got to be a terrible thing to have violent gangs ruling in your country. Yeah, that can't be a good thing for anyone. Hmm. Yeah, well, you can expect Biden to, do these little sneaky things and getting these folks in here is to be expected. These folks really believe this is the answer to their problem, their low reproductive problem. They think this is the answer. And this will never be the answer, y'all. It will never be the answer. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. And, it's going to get worse here in the US as they keep piling them in. We already believe it's bad with the crime they've brought to America, but it's about to turn up, y'all. There was an article that came out about a week ago. One of those migrants did a drive by, got a gun, and went, up there in Chicago. And one of those migrants got arrested for doing a drive by. And in Washington state, another migrant killed a cop. So we're what, a week away from spring. Actually, our spring starts tomorrow for the Hebrews. And the spring the Gentiles go by, I believe, starts next Thursday, is going to be their first day of spring. So we're already here. The weather is already turning. We're in the 70s. And as it warms up, man, them folks are going to turn up like you never seen before. You just wait and see. That's why people are saying it's not a matter of if they get guns, it's when. Yeah, because yeah, it's gonna go tenfold. Hmm. So everybody, please enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, it's just unbelievable the stuff that we're watching. It is unbelievable. And this is what your politicians are doing, and they got the nerve to believe they should have everyone's vote. It's just unbelievable. So everybody, Make sure you come back tomorrow for my next live stream that I will be doing, and I hope to see you all there. Shalom, family.